I see a time of 7 generations when all the colors of mankind will gather under the sacred tree of life, and the whole earth will become one circle again. Now that is having a vision by Crazy Horse, mighty and powerful beings. Each one of them, they spoke about themselves and what they could do for you and what they are doing for you. But the title that was given, Mighty and Powerful Beings, was honoring you tonight. Each and every one of you are mighty and powerful, sovereign beings of light. So what does that mean? What do we do with that? How do we celebrate it? How do we execute it? Step by step, one step at a time. First, you have to self-realize who you are, your relationship to all of life, to our soul family here, our soul family out in the universe. Then we start looking inside to see from the mirrors all around us what we aren't and what we don't want to take with us to the next step. We don't want it. It's holding us back. It's either love or fear. Love will catapult you forward, and fear will stop you in your tracks. Each one of us, through our own way and manner, are finding our way to heaven, a heavenly consciousness. This is 5D, the golden age. What we've worked for centuries, all of us, together and sometimes apart, to reach this time where we can almost see the door right in front of us. These are the days where we let the world go. No longer are we ambitious to make money, to be famous, to be celebrated, to be something above someone else. That mentality has got to go. It's time for us to look at everybody in the same way as you would like to be treated and loved. The people in the street, the homeless, the drug addicts, the people who have positions of power and misuse it, that's their karma. That's what they have to work out. They're serving God too, to be mirrors for us to know what we don't want to ever do again. You're not brought to look and feel the energy of anyone or anything that is not going to serve you. It's not like you get to the end of the day and say, well, so when I met so-and-so, I definitely know that's me. And when I saw those other people this afternoon, no way, no way. We're all one. We just have a costume on separating us. We're all energy. We all have a soul, unless we're an ET. You're not ETs, although you aren't people of the earth, but you know what I mean. Each one of you has people that you can influence every day, friends, family. children, grandchildren, but I don't mean influence by telling them about politics. I'm speaking about telling them about God within them, being in alignment with your higher self, using terminology that won't frighten them. Tell them to reach for their potential. Bring people the good news. The news that is good is that they're holy and special, and God loves them. God lives inside them and will guide them if they will ask for the help. All those magnificent ones that we've been listening to, they are right there, watching over us, caring, involving themselves in every way that they can without taking on karma for it. They know our hearts. We've worked with them for century upon century upon century. We go to their retreats when we're sleeping in the physical. Even if you don't remember, it's in your Akashic record. It's there when you need it. It'll be brought up to you. But you've got to ask. Be curious. Always be curious. Want to understand things, feelings that you have. Mighty and powerful beings that you are, there is nothing to limit you from being the love and light on this planet, nothing. And with the help of these great ones, you can do many more things than if you just try to do it alone. Your higher self is always there serving you. But like one of the videos, I think it was the second one, said, they don't want to save us. It would be insulting to us, knowing who we are. They're not there to save you. They're there to help you save yourself. Just like Jesus taught us, healer, heal thyself. He didn't say, I'm coming, I'll heal you. He didn't say that. He told us to heal ourselves. But how do we heal the physical? By healing the mental and emotional. Because all we would be healing is the effects rather than the cause. The world actually is spinning so fast right now, it's hard to even conceive how much longer this spin will able to go before it just bursts. But it has to move in this way because even in the Bible it said that time will speed up because we could not stand it if it took the usual 24 hours a day. We couldn't stand it. There's just too much happening, too much stress in the world. The weather, the politics, medical, money, everything coming down upon us. But guess what? Have no fear. Have no fear. Trust and believe that everything is in divine order. Put your day into divine order to align yourself with universal law. It is so powerful. And even if you're having a day where you're not quite feeling very steady and peaceful because you're feeling a little lightheaded or overwhelmed, just remember to put yourself in divine order and everything will be taken care of. You will remember what you need to. You will move on what you need to do, where you need to be. Your work will be lighter. When Jesus said that his burden is light, so to lean on him, he used different words. What he was saying is ask for help from on high and everything will be lighter for you because you'll get the help. The universe will support you. People are waking up to all of this, not really even understanding, some of them, what they're going through. But it's wonderful. It's blessed. Only the people that come to you and ask for help are the ones that you have contracts with. Be very gentle. Don't dump the whole Bible on them. Don't dump the whole story on them. Be really gentle. Use, like I said before, terminology that isn't going to make them their head spin. Be very, very regular about how you speak. And your higher self, ask for your higher self to speak to them. And it will change the way you deliver the message. Some people just want to look at the steadiness of your eyes, how you can look out and not be afraid, and they can see it in your countenance. They don't know they see your energy field, but they do. They will feel the peace that passes understanding just being in the energy field of someone who is not afraid. You have nothing to be afraid of. No matter what happens in the 3D world, just let it happen. Just let it go. And thank God. Keep thanking God for what you do have. Be very, very grateful. The universe is supporting us every moment of our life, shielding us when we need it, blasting us with light when we need it. Our guides and angels are around us. They're listening. They know us. And the great ones who are overseeing all the changes that are coming, they're watching every move we make, every thought that moves through our mind, and weighing it. Remember the scales, the feather, and the heart? Be who you are, genuinely you. Don't make believe. Don't feel anybody is above you or below you. Look out as if you're loving yourself in the mirror. Oh, and by the way, start with you. What you can do for you, you can do with your whole heart for someone else. But remember what the master was saying before. Don't take on other people's stuff. Be helpful in a way that isn't going to take away their experience, because guess what? They'll have to do it again and again and again until they get to do it and feel it and move through it and heal from it. Because your list is getting longer and longer of people that you're praying for, you don't have to name every person. Just tell God all of your friends, everyone in your life, all your family. God knows who everyone is and the ties that we have. And when you say family, it could be your extended cosmic family as well. Your intentions to be a mighty and powerful being operating under universal law, you must love in your intention. If your intention is to better you and someone else isn't going to get benefit, That is not universal law. That's countering it. The universe will not support you. What you do each day of your life, make sure that it won't hurt anybody, that what you do could be a benefit to you and anyone else involved. Because when you're kind to yourself, you can be kind to others. Be very kind to yourself. Love yourself unconditionally. And every time you hear a comment you make about your hair or your weight or how you look in an outfit, that's all 3D. All 3D. Your body is a light body, your true body, that you'll travel with forever. It will shape shift and be colors according to your healed state inside. That's what will make you beautiful. To clear your thoughts, patterns, everything that you think and how you operate will make you beautiful, your colors shining, clear. The silver and gold and the higher pastel colors are very high frequency realms. And there is actually several rainbows. You're not really able to see the second one usually, but there are times when you're going to see a double rainbow, like we did when we were in India, way up in the Himalayas. And the colors are magnificent, representing realms beyond the rainbow and basic colors. There are beings attached to these rays, and they come along with the colors. If you get to see it, you know that you're being told they are there with you. Even a regular rainbow. When I was little, I thought it was God smiling at us. I was close. Powerful, mighty and powerful beings that you are. Even the great masters are saying, that is who you are. You, we're not talking about them. We're talking about you. They want you to know the power that's available to you and the might that you have to deliver that power, all based on love. Get rid of anything that's the opposite of that. Don't even hate like anything. Just let all that go. That's all 3D stuff. You're above that. And it will serve you because you'll keep moving up. My daughter just had an enormous upgrade. She didn't know what was happening. So I took the time to explain to her. Nature is speaking to all of us. Give it a look. Think about it. Look it up, the spiritual meaning of, and you will just be awestruck at how accurate that is. Everything is working together. Everything, all of nature, all of the beings on earth, around us. We're catching glimpses that some beings that we talk to and see are not regular people. They actually downloaded or went into another person for a moment, with permission, of course, to speak to you eye to eye, personally. It's happening quite a lot now. Be watching for it. You'll know because you'll feel it. We are living in extraordinary times, and we are the ones that can enjoy it before it even finishes up. Think of yourself as mighty and powerful, but only basing it on love. When you're not in love and you're mighty and powerful, then you're just like the three deers. Only you can do more damage because you're so powerful. You have so much more light available to you. If you do have a moment where you're not quite where you normally are, the masters, actually it's your higher self in this case, will cut off your power so fast, it's like the switch goes off. And you'll be like, whoa, what just happened? Thank God I didn't mean to say that or do that. Be very cognizant that you are being measured right now for your goodness or whatever your intentions are in life. Be the ones that you came to be in your fullness and wholeness, in your beauty, your might, and your power. And others will wake up just being in your presence. Many you won't ever say a word to, but they'll enter your field for a moment, and you will do your work through the light that you are. That's how the masters work with us. They send that light to us, filled with everything we need. How do we use it is up to us. Come into yourself. Be not afraid to be the power and might that you are. Welcome it with open arms. Live it, move in it, and bring it with you wherever you go. No more hiding. No more making believe. Rise and shine. Rise and shine. And bring that light wherever you go. Touch every soul with love in your heart. Not even have to say a word. Like the fairy godmother tapping people with her wand. That's what you do as you're moving along. Think about it and feel it inside you. It feels so good. It feels so good. There's nothing that you're lacking. And if you do have lack in your life, let go of that lack. Get it out of your system. There's no such thing in reality. No poverty. Nothing. Nothing negative came with you, except what you bought line and sinker and believed from the 3D world. So instead of praying for God to send you $100,000, how about you let go of the poverty consciousness that is there? A lot of us had very poor childhoods, and we know what it is to go to bed hungry, not to be able to have the heat on because it costs too much. That's why I have arthritis. Yeah. So when I tell you, you are mighty and powerful, and the two masters that spoke to us said you are, please believe it. Please believe it. Because nothing else matters about the 3D world for us. We're leaving it. Pay unto Caesar what belongs to Caesar. Yeah, it's getting tougher. It's getting very expensive to be in 3D. It's all made up. It's not real. There's no lack here. There's no lack of supply for anything. Nature would take care of it all. But man, who does not live in love, wants to take it away. Don't let them. You live your life knowing you are cared for, and that will be your life. No longer fall for what you see. Go forward with what you know is the truth. And the truth will set you free. So, mighty and powerful beings, when you listen to what was said just now, didn't that make you feel like, oh my God, we can do things beyond what we believe that we can do? We can get past events that set us back for a while, but we can go beyond it and come out the other side very knowledgeable, much more loving. God gives us that opportunity every day of our life to get beyond the patterns and beliefs that we have been living by that has actually limited our experience in the world. We are creating all the time. We create every day that we live. Nobody else is doing that. It's us. Our plan is written, but how the personality carries it out is what makes it happen the way it does. We're creating the good things and the bad. So if you're creating things that are limiting you or in any way not prosperous, change your mind. Give up those patterns that aren't serving you anymore. You are an abundant, magnificent, mighty, powerful, sovereign being. That's who you are. Even a messenger, as Donald said. Because people ask you questions all the time. This is who you are. Rejoice in it. Welcome it. Live it. Don't hold back from being who you are. But I warn you, don't talk about things that you don't know, that you didn't experience, because it's just going to turn around and smack you right in the nose. Don't I know? We're not information 919, where we know everything. We look it up in the booklet. Do you ever call a helpline and they pause for quite a while and they're asking you how you are, what's the weather like? Meanwhile, they're looking up the answer. Well, we go through our own files mentally. We do. And all of a sudden, something will come back, like Carrie saw herself in that wagon. Who knows how long ago that was? Things like that are all inside you. And from the experience you have and people ask you questions, it does trigger that to come forward so that you can say, you know, this is what happened to me. And maybe, you know, it'll help you to understand how to get through this. This is the wonder. This is all we can do, is bring to others what we already know. And the inspiration that we've had, we can bring to them. And when we think of mighty and powerful, it isn't like a warrior kind of thing. It's a lot of energy. It's a lot of light. It's universal in nature, where we're bringing all this in, making room for it first, bringing all this in so that we can share it. We could share it. Bring others hope. Straighten out people that need to be straightened out. How dare they in church threaten anybody? That's supposed to be a safe place, right? When we are feeling that moving through us, the righteousness that we are standing on, we did our research, we knew what we were talking about, we know what our rights are. Stand tall. You're not going to be challenged unless you needed to have that experience to see that you can do it, that you can be you, that you can say what you believe. It's in the delivery that really takes you where you want to go, or kind of causes a little pain. Remember to be soft and gentle unless it calls for you to be strong and mighty. Yeah, the delivery is decided through the circumstance that you're in. I have stood up to people on that the trips that I went on, because I had to. I had to stand tall in the face of adversity with people who are in positions that most people bowed to them. I don't bow to anybody but God. And God doesn't even want me to bow to God, because who am I? You see? And the masters, if you bowed to them, they'd stand you right back up and say, cut it out. You don't have to bow to anybody, but a nod of the head is all that's required. Yep. Just remember, nobody's less than you and nobody's more than you. And don't judge yourself in a position on the line of where you're at. Don't do that to yourself. If you knew your history, if you knew it for a minute, you would go, yeah, it would be hard for you to believe who you've been, what you've done, how you've helped, and how you messed up, just like me. Yeah. But we messed up because we were learning. We didn't know any better. It's like a bunch of kids playing with matches. Oh my God. We set fire to a lot of things. We said a lot of things crazy, but we learned to temper ourselves. This is how we learn. It's like a mother who helicopters her kids. They never learn to fall and get back up and brush off and go on forward. They start to cry immediately, or they wait for mommy's reaction and then they cry if you're going, oh my God. We're God's children. And God doesn't get angry at us when we mess up. God knows we're going to do better eventually. Takes me longer than maybe they wanted it, but I got where I needed to go, and I'm still going. And all of you are too. Don't judge yourself as less than, or not there, or not getting it. You're getting it. Every day gives you that opportunity. Watch nature. She's trying to tell you every day what's going on here. Watch how you feel. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. No more of this make-believe I'm okay when I'm not. And if you're not in the mood to be around people because you need to be with yourself, that's okay. Be okay with that. And when you have to tell somebody something that's difficult, be okay with saying it, with asking, okay, help me to deliver this in a way that is going to be acceptable. And you will not believe how what you were thinking comes out so beautifully from your mouth. It's all about you believing and trusting that there is so much more to you than you realize at this point. You can hear it, right? Oh, hear it. I'm sorry, wrong place. You can hear it, but know it. Start to know it. Okay, I get it. All right, now what do I do with it? Oh boy. So that's when you ask for help. Show me how to manage this energy, this light, this power, this might. Show me how. So circumstances will happen. You can blow a hoolie, or you can handle it with finesse, diplomacy, gentleness, and love, and still get out the same message. Took me a long time to get that. I was a blurter. The second I thought something, I just said it. No, 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 no. Not happening anymore. Not for years. It's called insert foot in mouth. Bite down. That hurt. Be gentle with yourself and love yourself. Have fun with this. Have a laugh at yourself. Oh my God. Have a good time with this. It's not all that serious stuff. I could laugh at myself now. I never used to. I used to beat myself up royally if I made anything that I felt was not perfect timing or perfect delivery or whatever the case may be. You don't have to beat yourself up. Just realize and deal with it. It's easy, really, after a while to say, you know, I'm really sorry. I really didn't mean to say that so bitingly, or I really care and I got upset because I care. I mean, be honest, and people will forgive you, because if it is the truth, they'll feel the truth coming from you. You are the love of God on earth and in the universe. What more could anybody ask? What more could they ask of you? Be you at all times, not give yourself over to someone else and just become doing their bidding. That's not why you're here. You're here to think and feel and know when you say something. Don't make promises. Jesus said, never swear about anything. The reason is because things change. And if you made a commitment of something, swearing that it's going to happen that way, and it doesn't, you disappoint people and they won't trust you anymore. You see? Remember, what you say goes out there and has energy and force to it. Our voices weren't given to us to have a conversation about nothing. It was given to us to create with. So when we speak and we're joking around and saying things frivolously, it isn't creating what you want to create. You want to be more still and quiet so that when you do speak, people are going to want to hear what you have to say. The mysterious one that doesn't say much. I used to be a jabberpuss. I knew this much, but boy, I couldn't stop talking. I was so excited about spirituality. But then I got very quiet and I would just sit and I would observe, and I was feeling everything around me. And then at some point I felt inspired to speak, and everybody's head would turn to hear. And that's what you want to be. That's what you want to be. Be still, quiet, and when you speak, speak from the heart, asking for help to present your words properly. And what I mean by that is that it's coming from love. You can say the same thing that you could have blasted them with. If you say it with gentleness and love, run it through your heart first and then open your mouth. And it will be delivered with such finesse and beauty. And the message will be received without hurting anybody. You see? But be willing to speak the truth of your heart. That is important, and you be surprised how everybody will learn from that, and they'll start doing it too. What we're going to do first is ground ourselves by bringing the light up our right foot, up our leg, crossing our body, spinning around the head to the right shoulder, crossing our body on the out breath and down through the leg and into the earth. It might make you a little lightheaded, so just hang on to the seat where you're sitting, but it's actually lifting you up so we can do this very gracefully. Okay. So I'm going to count. I'm going to do 14 of them. Leave you on your own to do your own. Okay. You're on the in-breath as it comes up your right foot. Let's do it together. In-breath up the leg, across the body, around the head, to the right shoulder, and then blow out all of the air that you take in as it goes down your left leg and out your foot. Begin. It's 14. Now see the infinity loop of the figure 8 in front of you. You're going to breathe in as you go forward and breathe out as you go to the back. We're going to do 1 loop, 2, 3, 4. And now the light is sealing around you. See it completely sealing hermetically around you. Nothing but love can penetrate this light force around you. Let us start the path upwards, high up into the clouds, as we make our way, moving as quickly as we can. All around us are angels, birds singing. The breeze is picking up as we're walking. It's blowing against our face. It feels so clear and cool, so comfortable. Keep the pace going up, farther and farther. Feel your body letting go of the weight. You're lighter, you're expanded. Feeling that freedom as we leave our body in 3D, 4D, whatever we're in here. And we're traveling in our light bodies. The rainbow doorway is ahead of us. Make our way towards there. Each one of us, one at a time, will go through, completely leaving our body in the 3D, 4D world. Gather in a circle on the other side. There's a tram in front of the circle. Turn around and look at it. It has an overcover. Everybody get on the tram, please. Sit down. Hold on because we're going to be traveling. The tram is taking us along the dirt path We're passing beautiful scenery. Take it all in as you're moving along. Right now, we're on the flat land, meadows of trees and birds, all kinds of little critters running around. The deer have their ears up as they're looking at us. Nature is everywhere. So beautiful, so gentle. Just observing. Our tram is moving uphill now. And in the distance, we see the high mountains. We're making our way up these mountains. Taking the scenery as we go up into the mountain roads. They're very narrow. We're going around and around. To go up the mountains, you can't go straight up. Continue looking around, see what you see. We're at quite the elevation at this point. The tram is moving very quickly uphill. We come to a level spot on the mountain. There's a beautiful little lake. The light is shining on it and sparkling. We get off the tram, and the tram disappears. Completely gone, as if we weren't on it at all. There's a big cave opening in front of us. Let's walk inside and see where we are. It's very cool. Everything echoes if we talk. Moving in further, we find ourselves in a big room, cathedral type ceiling. There's candles everywhere lighting up this cave. Lord Gautama Buddha is sitting on an elevated platform, waving us in and asking us to please sit down and be comfortable. Settle in. We're sitting on cushions, very comfortable cushions. Take off your shoes and place them on the side and fold your legs in your dream state, not physically, so that you're not showing the bottoms of your feet to the Great Master. Gautama looks delighted. Look into that happy face. He's welcoming all of us. The smell of the candles are so delicious, and there's all kinds of incense burning, like a sweet, flowery, yummy smell. Gautama's voice, although he's not moving his lips, is echoing off the walls and inside us. First, he's going to give us a message, and then he'll have a message for each one of us and something that he'll place in your hand for you to take with you and then press into your heart. Gautama speaks. My beloved friends, welcome to my retreat. You've been here many times before over the many eons of time. You studied with me and others right here in this wonderful place. The portal is one of wisdom, helps you to understand and discern. All of you have been trained. You understand universal law. You've brought from wherever you came from, each one of you, the blessings and knowledge from where you come from. And soon you will be able to consciously travel back there and bring everything that you've learned in recent millennia. You have been away from home for a very long time. But I tell you this, what you have done to bring humanity from this generation to this point of entering another golden age is to be commended. On each of you, a jewel in your crown. Some of you more than one jewel. As children of God, he tells us, you know all, you've done all, you've experienced many dimensions, and you are now ready to move on out of the wheel of karma. No longer birth and death, but an eternal life that you won't forget ever again. He said that I have mentored each one of you individually and collectively. Some of you have grasped the great understanding of the wisdom of the universe very quickly, and I was honored to work with you. And those that took a bit longer, I thank you, because in my teachings, I grew as well. He said the middle road will bring peace to you, no longer ups and downs, no longer feeling the pressure and stress of 3D and 4 negative. Following the middle road with everything in your life, how you eat, how you spend money, how you follow the rules, how you help, how you grow, how you learn, how you teach. The middle road, it's balanced and harmonized, delivers directly to the heart, heals you on deep, deep levels of your being, empties your bowels of all that you have held there. Let it go. Free yourself. No more feeling bad. No more guilt or shame. Let it go. And you will give yourself the freedom that you deserve. He's surveying the group, looking at each one of us. smiling, approving. You can see it in his face. Make eye contact with him so when he looks at you, he can read you. He's pure love. He's pure service to God. And he loves you. He knows you so well. He's standing in front of you, up close. Look at his eyes and his face. So much love. You can almost see through him. He's so light. He's going to say something to you, be it a word, a sentence, whatever it is. And then he is going to place something in your hand for you to press into your heart to help you in the days to come. I'm going to be quiet. Enjoy your time with him. Now Gautama has finished speaking to each one of us. He wishes us well. He said the tram is there for us to get back into. It'll take us to the rainbow door, he said. Enjoy the ride down, as he enjoyed our company and seeing each of us once again face to face. So everybody jump in the cart, the tram, got lots of seats. Hang on to your hats because we're going on. What a view from up here as we come down through the clouds and start seeing the landscape below stretched out before us. The sounds, the smell, the beauty. Far, far down. We're making our way down the mountain. Starting to see a lot more foliage, greenery all around us. Making our way back to the meadow where we began. The tram stops. And we walk to the beautiful rainbow door, but turn around one more time and look at the meadow with all the animals. Butterflies, flowering trees, flowers everywhere. So beautiful, so peaceful, so heavenly. Let's go through the rainbow doorway one at a time. Follow the path. Once you get through, you don't have to wait for everybody. Just go on down. Start to feel the weight of your body as you're walking. Continue down. We're fully back in our bodies. As you step off of the upward path, feel yourself. Be aware. And when you're ready,